Aston Martin has just dropped an absolute bombshell on the US auto industry, and no one saw it coming. In a move that's shaking both the luxury car world and the motorsport community, Aston Martin just made a game-changing Formula One announcement that's sending shockwaves from Detroit to Silicon Valley. This isn't just another racing update. This is a calculated strike, a precision-engineered statement of dominance that could reshape the future of performance vehicles in America. What's the announcement? Aston Martin is going all in, doubling down on its F1 investment with a high-stakes, high-tech expansion into the US market, and aligning its future road cars more directly with Formula One technology. We're talking next-level aerodynamics, hybrid electric performance inspired by their F1 racers, and a bold new engineering pipeline being launched specifically to target American roads and American buyers. It's not just about speed. It's about outpacing every competitor in sight. Here's where it gets really wild. Aston Martin just confirmed a strategic partnership with key US-based tech firms, yes, the same ones working with advanced defense and aerospace companies, to develop hybrid and EV performance systems pulled straight from their F1 R&D. Imagine F1-style regenerative braking, ultra-lightweight carbon composite frames, and next-gen cockpit tech, all tailored for your next luxury ride on US soil. This isn't just a flex. This is Aston Martin making a clear statement. The future of performance is here, and it's wearing British racing green. But there's more. In a shocking twist, Aston Martin revealed it will be hosting its first-ever US-based F1 testing campus, located right in the heart of America's motorsport belt. The idea? To fuse British racing pedigree with American innovation, train a new generation of engineers, and create a permanent pipeline of racing tech flowing straight into its luxury lineup. No other European automaker is doing this at this scale. Not Ferrari, not McLaren, not even Mercedes-Benz. Aston Martin is first to strike. And here's where the panic sets in. For American automakers, Ford, GM, even Tesla, they've been watching Formula One from the sidelines. Now Aston Martin is blurring the lines between track and street, between race car and luxury coupe. And the timing couldn't be worse for Detroit. As US companies scramble to scale EVs and catch up with software integration, Aston Martin is over, here pulling F1-grade performance straight into the showroom. Meanwhile, rumors are swirling that Aston Martin's next-generation Valhalla supercar, which was already a beast, will now debut with enhanced F1-derived hybrid systems that outperform anything currently available in its class. Faster acceleration, sharper cornering, and insane fuel efficiency for a supercar. And yes, US buyers will be the first to get access. Think about that. An F1-born supercar, tuned for American roads, hitting dealerships faster than Tesla can roll out a Roadster update. Dealers are stunned. Industry insiders are scrambling. This is not a typical luxury brand stunt. This is strategic warfare. By leveraging the global F1 spotlight, Aston Martin is planting its flag right in the center of America's auto battlefield, challenging the status quo with every passing second on the track. And don't think this is just a PR play. Aston Martin's stock price surged immediately after the announcement, with investors eyeing a serious rebound driven by F1 hype and US market expansion. More importantly, Gen Z and millennial luxury buyers, the next big spenders, are watching this unfold and loving it. Racing heritage, cutting-edge tech, bold design, all delivered with British flair. That's a brand story that's about to explode in the American consciousness. And here's the kicker. Aston Martin isn't stopping with cars. This bombshell Formula One announcement is just the tip of the spear. The brand is now preparing a full-blown lifestyle and motorsport ecosystem, exclusive F1 experience centers, VIP memberships for US buyers tied directly to Grand Prix events, and even co-branded tech products in collaboration with US entertainment and fashion giants. We're talking premium partnerships with companies like Apple and Netflix, already rumored to be in discussions. Yes, that's right. Aston Martin could soon be streaming F1 content, behind-the-scenes docu-series, and virtual race simulations straight to your home, merging motorsport with modern media in a way the auto world has never seen. Now think about the ripple effect. While US manufacturers are busy battling price wars and navigating EV delays, Aston Martin is playing chess, using F1 as its marketing arm, tech lab, and performance platform all in one. They've essentially turned every race into a rolling advertisement and every podium finish into a sales pitch for their future road cars. No gimmicks, no gimmicky software, just pure, visceral, high-performance engineering wrapped in luxury. This kind of synergy between racing and retail hasn't been pulled off at this scale since Ferrari's heyday, but Aston Martin is doing it with intent. And let's not forget the secret weapon behind this entire strategy, Lawrence Stroll. The Canadian billionaire isn't just pouring cash into the team, he's building a legacy brand for the next 50 years. His aggressive investments in both the F1 team and road car division are finally syncing up in real time, and the US market is ground zero for this evolution. Meanwhile, insiders are buzzing about Aston Martin's rumored collaboration with American universities and tech hubs to nurture young talent in motorsport engineering. Think MIT, Stanford, Georgia Tech, all potential partners for what might become a feeder program for F1 and Aston's future design teams. Imagine being a student working on software and hardware that ends up on the next generation, Vantage or AMR23. That's not just innovation, it's long-term disruption built on real-world talent. And what about the competition? BMW and Audi are now accelerating their own motorsport tech investments. Mercedes, already in F1, is suddenly rethinking how much it's actually leveraging that advantage in the US. Lamborghini and Ferrari. They've been caught off guard. Aston Martin, long considered the underdog in F1, has flipped the script completely. This isn't a comeback. It's a brand reinvention. What's most staggering is how quickly all of this is unfolding. From unveiling a state-of-the-art F1 campus to funneling track data directly into production car tweaks, Aston Martin is collapsing the development timeline in a way that Detroit can't keep up with. US buyers are no longer waiting 3 years for a concept car to become real. They're getting Formula One magic in their garage next year. And while most automakers are clinging to old-school marketing and influencer deals, Aston Martin is creating something much deeper, a lifestyle movement centered on speed, precision, and prestige. The message is clear. If you want to experience the future of performance and luxury, you're not going to find it in a software patch or a rushed EV crossover. You're going to find it in a machine that was bred on the racetrack and fine-tuned for the American dream. And that machine has Aston Martin's wings stamped on the hood. Let's talk about timing, because that's where the brilliance of this move really kicks in. While US automakers are tangled in union negotiations, EV production hurdles, and consumer trust issues, Aston Martin is swooping in at maximum velocity. The Formula One announcement isn't just about speed on the track. It's a symbol of how fast Aston Martin is outpacing the competition in brand relevance, consumer engagement, and high-performance innovation. And they're doing it with a playbook no one else dared to open. They're not selling practicality. They're not selling affordability. They're selling desire. And in an industry being flooded with look-alike EVs and watered-down luxury packages, desire is king. What Aston Martin has done with this F1 expansion is capture the imagination of both the old-school gearheads and the next-gen enthusiasts who care about heritage, speed, and innovation wrapped in emotion. It's no longer about horsepower alone. It's about the experience of driving something that was born from the fiercest racing series in the world. Now zoom in on the US cities targeted for Aston Martin's next phase. Miami, Austin, Los Angeles. These aren't random choices. These are cultural capitals, where performance, luxury, and lifestyle collide. These are places where Formula One is already gaining serious traction, thanks to Netflix's Drive to Survive, massive sold-out GP events, and a growing American fan base obsessed with elite motorsport. By aligning its Formula One growth directly with these cities, Aston Martin is embedding itself into the cultural pulse of the US, right when the hype is peaking. And here's the wild card: the rumored launch of a limited edition, US-only, F1 tribute lineup. Early leaks suggest a series of handcrafted vehicles inspired directly by Aston Martin's F1 cars, featuring team livery paint schemes, exclusive performance upgrades, and limited-run production numbers that will send collectors into a frenzy. Some insiders even hint that buyers might get VIP paddock access at select Grand Prix events as part of the ownership package. That's not just a car purchase, it's a passport to one of the most exclusive experiences in global motorsport. Meanwhile, Ford's EV rollout continues to hit delays, GM is restructuring its software strategy, and Tesla's Cybertruck still hasn't lived up to its early hype. While they play catch-up in software and service issues, Aston Martin is turning racing DNA into street dominance, without the gimmicks, without the delays, and without apology.